Welcome back to Magic Gathering Strat. We are playing Deluxeicoff's creation Soul Sisters. We are facing off against Arnauc, who is playing Familiar Storm. This is a problem matchup for Soul Sisters, and we need to beat him down quickly. We got the guys, let's go to town. No mulligan. He takes a mulligan to 6. Which one first? I think it's better to have Doom Traveler around. Or have Benevolent Bodyguard around, as he has no creature removal. So that's my play. This will also give you some insight in Familiar Storm, a deck that is doing very well in the dailies right now. Sunscape Familiar will block the little white dudes until Guardian's Pledge come into effect. We'll just madly beat down. I don't expect... Oh, he did not block. Why not? I don't have anything. There we see that bluffing attacks is often more successful than you think. What did he expect? Show of Valor? I'm not playing that. The only non-creature spells now in Soul Sisters are for Guardian's Pledge. I played 32 creatures now. I can keep... Oh, Future Priest should be pretty good against this deck. Let's beat down. Will he block? No, he's just taking it. I'm gonna play Future Priest and the Traveler. Doom Traveler is new, as you see, compared to the old videos. I got an updated list from Deluxeicoff. And I don't even have all the cards yet, so my sideboard is not the correct one. There is a bigger than zero chance of a Pauper walkthrough episode with Soul Sisters, with all the sideboard stuff. Foresee. I wonder what he sees. But this matchup should be very favorable for Familiar Storm. And next turn he can start going off. He needs a Karoo, he needs a Familiar. He needs a Familiar. And he has them all. So let's see if we can do enough damage. Must remember Benevolent Bodyguard. Doom Traveler doesn't do much. Is there anything in our new sideboard? I don't have much else here. And I just managed to bring it to 11. I have a high hope for Future Priest here. I have Javelineers, Crimson Acolytes, Patrician Scorn, and Prismatic Strands. That's not a lot. Javelineers should come in, perhaps for Doom Travelers then. I can't F6, because I need to be able to respond with Benevolent Bodyguard. And there we go. Protection from blue. And that should make Snap Fizzle, yes! Benevolent Bodyguard, very nice. think Doom Traveler is the card to take out. Oh no, Flicker. Well, now there's not much I can do. Except do damage with Suture Priest. I forgot about the always yield part. I will do that soon. 9 lives. But he is now going off. And that is bad news for us. Though I should be quite quick in recovering from the fissure. This is the wonderful world of playing against combo decks. Now I have spare time. Yeah, now I can do the always yield. Always yes, always yield. Okay, so with always yes, always yield. And Suture Priest is proving himself. Suture Priest just keeps impressing me. This deck is so nice. No, he has a creature with power that can actually block. But that seems to be it. I have him at 7. He has 2 blockers. Oh no. It just keeps happening. Welcome to Pauper 2013. Dominated by Cloud Post and Cloud of Fairies. No, now I started some bitter. I should not be bitter. As I said, this is a horrible matchup for this deck, as it has no defense against combo. And I don't see Acacian Javelineers doing a lot against Cloud of Fairies and the Black Familiar, but I will sure try. Ooh, it just keeps happening. I think it's time to F6 now. Yep. So this is Familiar Storm going off. I have some cards to buy. MTGO Bazaar is a great place. They have the cards I need. Their number 2 bot have the cards I need to complete this deck at the cheapest price, so I'm gonna get them. And that was me checking if the bot was open, but it wasn't. It's busy, as all good bots often are. Wow, he took that much damage. I can't really risk the Suture Priest there. Can I attack at all? He can just block. I can do... Stuff will die if he's supposed to kill anything, so I will attack with these 3. Of course, attacking is the only thing I know how to. With Soul Sisters. Where are the sisters? Just the retarded little brother, Suture Priest. The retarded big brother. No, it's a girl. Suture Priest is one of the Soul Sisters. Okay, one of the Cloud of Fairies. Both Cloud of Fairies are available to be killed. That means he must hold the Cloud of Fairies in his hand. I like to kill Cloud of Fairies. I don't like them. They have not been nice to me with all their tricks. Is that okay? Yep, it was. How nice. Deep analysis. That must be one of the reasons. Oh, he still has it. Suture Priest. Wow, another Suture Priest will be dead. That's an interesting card. Let's do that. Guardians Pledge. We pledge to protect our planet from the evil small familiars and temporal fissures. That's what we plead. Put your swords together. A dozen fighting for each other are worth 1,000 fighting for themselves. The pledge. Ooh. Okay. Now things are starting to look bleak for the combo deck. Sometimes your combo deck will just fizzle. And Soul Sisters will prey on combo decks that fails. Compulsive research at discount price. But is that good enough? Okay, what else is in my deck that's not useful here? Is it really Doom Traveler? I think it is. One drop. I'm not in great need of speed. And he will just be 1/1 for 1 because he never dies. Yep, I think that's it. Bodyguard. I'm only at 23 lives. Okay, 24. Let's go to town. And now he's at 2 life. That should be... But he can now go off. But he can only play 1 Cloud of Fairy. Unless he has a lone missionary. And he crumbles before the white pressure. So our sideboard plan now is 4 Javelineers, who hopefully will kill all the evil familiars, the black ones, and Cloud of Fairies. So that's what we're gonna do. Checking the bot, it's busy. I wrote an article about Soul Sisters just now. You can find it on mtgostrat.com. And I will be covering this deck more because I'm really interested in it. This is the way I want to play Magic. 32 creatures and just playing creatures, getting benefits. And no bone splitters, no journeys to nowhere, no complications, just guy, Guardian's Pledge. I don't want a mulligan. This deck doesn't often take mulligans, which is always nice. So today we will start with the Soul's Attendant. And all these lives don't matter very much against Familiar Storm, which is also one of the reasons this is a bad matchup, because my biggest benefit isn't helping. Always yes, always yield. And Suture Priest. I should attack here as well, because he will never ever block. Is Suture Priest the correct play. I think I need to get him in play. Loyal Cathar do more damage, but I think it's Suchi Priest. And next turn I'm gonna play Bodyguard Soul Warden, perhaps. Unless I draw a land. I did not expect that. I don't play any removal in Familiar Storm. So that was sad. I should have played the Benevolent Bodyguard first, but we're here to learn, and learn is what we do. Okay. Bodyguard. Armor to win the fight here. And hit him for 1. There he has all his mana, but he doesn't have a Karoo land. When you play Familiar Storm, you need to mulligan extremely aggressively, and that's one of the reasons. No, it's one of the really hard things that I haven't figured out really how to do correctly. Yeah, he's gonna regenerate that thing. We don't care about that, as we are 2-power creatures. Unless we get snapped. Okay, so we need to bounce something. I think I'm bouncing this Soul Warden. No, I'm not. I'm bouncing a life. Bouncing a land. All's Yield. And then I can replay it and play Bodyguard. We are at 29. And Guardian's Pledge will be very decisive now. Do you practice voodoo with me? We can do a second round. Okay, I don't know if he has any protection against this. So here we swear our loyalty to the group. Guardian's Pledge is quite enormous. Okay, so we suddenly win with 2-0, so let's challenge him again and see if we can do it once more. I have a good record with Soul Sisters. I haven't played that many matches. I was undefeated for a while. And having stuff on paper makes it hard to find. Well, I'll find it later. I'm playing first. I do need 1 land. Okay, I have 3 1/1s and Guardian's Pledge. That should probably not be enough. But let's try it. We know his removal is in the sideboard probably. But, of course, we don't have too much to remove. Let's beat down. Yeah, Soul Lord and beat down. And here is her sister. She is somewhat hotter, actually. So we always yield. And here is their bodyguard. Always yes. Always yield. Sounds familiar. Yeah, lives for me. This game should be able to go on forever when I start losing. I don't think he will block, so I will save Guardian's Pledge for later. But he is blocking, so then I will take the chance to kill the familiar. Because that will set him back a couple of rounds. I think he's not mulliganing aggressively enough. I've seen Grusbus play this deck and he is mulliganing to 5 often. Because once you get going, once you have the Karoo lands and stuff, it doesn't matter if you only had 5 cards from the start, because you will draw so many cards. It's just like a blue-black trinket control. Oh no! It's happening! It's happening! I don't have a Future Priest. How much can he get? It's only 1 extra mana. Oh, now it's 2. Future Priest. Well, that was all he had. And I will gladly trade my little white guys for Cloud of Fairies and Nightscape Familiar. So I'm gonna violently attack here. Surprise, isn't it? I'm gonna turn my guys sideways. Yeah, the sweet feeling of attacking. So yeah, that's a trade. It's a pretty good trade. If it's possible, I will need more land. Now I'm really vulnerable to a Chival effect or Electrickery in the red deck. But Deluxeicoff told me not to worry about Electrickery. That this deck is not afraid of it. But right now I'm very afraid of effects doing 34 lives, my friends. And counting. Compulsive research. Got him at 11. And Benevolent Bodyguard is ready to do stuff. I just have 1/1s that do nothing right now against this deck, so I shouldn't be able to prevail. My only hope is that he has too many problems in getting the combo together, but now he's casting Compulsive Research for 1 mana. And that should be good enough to wreck me. Bot is still busy, it's crazy. He discards Ghostly Flicker because it's so bad. Okay. Please trade with me. Trade, trade, trade. Block. My evil 1/1s are coming for you. And he isn't blocking. So now there is a very real danger of him going off. He should be able to do anything now. And when he wins, it will take a long time, as I am gaining so much life. But right now I would much rather have 12 Suture Priests. Hello, Cloud of Fairies. I'm at 41 life. But now everything in his deck is very cheap. And he has a lot of mana. And there's a discounted Muldrifter. Wow, Future Priest would have been game here. But now I don't have one. And he's going off. He wasn't even invoked, no. Okay, how do I get past this? Oh my god, this game is gonna last forever. I wonder if time is an issue. I'll ask Deluxeicoff that. If you have any questions about Soul Sisters, please ask them now, because I will have the opportunity to talk to the Deluxeicoff soon, and please give me your questions. I can ask them, because I think that this deck is a good deck in the meta, especially if Goblins and Stompy are having a field day by crushing the Cloudpost decks. Then Soul Sisters can prey on them. It's my turn. Oh, wow. This is a horrible stalemate. A horrible situation, but what I need to set up for the win here then is Guardian's Pledge. There is Temporal Fissure. I can't fizzle it, right? So even if I protect him, it will do nothing. Do I protect him anyway, or do I just save everything in my hand? I think I'm just saving up here. I will recover quickly. And let us have some more life. Always yes. Always yield. Oh, it will take some time for him to beat me down. I can only use Benevolent Bodyguard on my own creatures, so I can't disrupt Ghostly Flicker and stuff. Will this last forever? Oh, he now has an 18-turn clock on me. So I better play some more life gain creatures so I can get some lives. But now it's happy times for Familiar Storm. Does he have to concern himself with decking himself? He might just deck himself, actually. Given the little damage he's doing and the amount of lives I'm gaining. I wonder if that is a danger. And at what point he should stop getting more cards. Oh, whoa. I only get one life now. Watching Familiar Storm going off is like watching paint dry. And you don't do that on YouTube. So, how should I entertain you while Familiar Storm is getting off? I probably should not F6 here. But I have. I can disrupt the snap, but he will use snap on his own guys, so I don't think it's very important. Or is it? Maybe I'm wrong. Will he target Soul's Attendant with something? And if he does, is Soul's Attendant better than the Bodyguard? It probably is. Future Priest, where are you? The interesting thing is Deluxeicoff's... One interesting thing is that Deluxeicoff played this deck, got a lot of results, and it didn't catch on. I don't know if anyone else have played the deck, really, but it looks really good. Deluxeicoff calls the deck White Life, but I am now committed to calling it Soul Sisters, as I don't know how to change YouTube titles. So it will be Soul Sisters. Ghostly Flicker. I am now at 55. And this is really paint drying. Oh, back. I had to tell my roommate that why I was still talking. It's getting close to 11 in the evening, but he's not going to sleep yet. So we will have time to watch Familiar Storm deck itself. Although realistically he won't. He will play enough flyers to kill me in like 10 turns and then just do it. But I'm getting high on life. High on life, that sounds very beautiful. Oh, okay. Let's check out the things going on mtgostrat.com. This is our webpage. Oh no! It's Temporal Fissure. That's a lot worse when when it happens to you and you are playing blue-black trinket control. Oh, let's wait. mtgostrat.com is our website. It's about the same thing as this channel is about, but there are 3 writers on it. I'm one of them. There's Dark and there's Willhouse, and it tends to be about Pauper. This is the page. Please, if you haven't been here, visit it. If I remember, I will place a link in the show notes. If I forgot about it, you can ask me in the show notes. Preordain! One thing, if you play Familiar Storm in tournaments, you must be aware of the fact that you will take a long time to play your deck, to do your combos, so you must be aware of the clock at all times. It's really dangerous. It's very easy to lose on time. That's a great way to get rid of my lands. But shouldn't he be set up now so that he can Fisher me every turn? So that my only plays from now on will be this play every turn. Okay, I can't really block because he needs... Do I mess him up by blocking? I have another Soul's Attendant. I think I shouldn't block yet. It's just 7 points of damage. It's like nothing. I haven't been paying attention. So I don't know if he is really... If he has the Fisher every turn thing. But shouldn't he have that? Just flickering the wall every turn. Where's the wall? Oh, he fissured it. There it is. Hello, Mr. Wall. Okay, now I can auto-yield to this. So I don't have to say yes. And auto-yielding is very important because that will win you games in the tournaments. And by the way, I still don't know why Reborn play 4 black cats in his mono blue Stormpost. So tell me if you know. And we are back here watching Familiar Storm going off. The competition now is, can I talk enough bullshit? Oh, it's my turn! And he didn't cast a Temporal Fissure every turn. So now the plan is absolutely to deck him. And in order to enable that, we will just fill the board with Wardens. We would probably play Benevolent Bodyguard after sideboarding, as removal is a distinct possibility here. But now every creature he plays will give me 3 lives. That might just be enough. I'm removing auto yields to to set the auto yield. So always yes, always yield. I didn't have it set for one of them. Always yield. And always yield. So there we go. Now I can F6 safely. And I'm at 66. Can you kill me before you run out of cards? I'm starting to doubt it. He hit me for 7 last time, and say that he can realistically hit me for 15 every turn. Oh, there's plenty of cards left. Maybe decking is a pipe dream. I just posted a crappy Demir draft in the YouTube channel. If you want to see a losing draft and how not to draft Demir, it taught me a bit. It will probably teach you a lot too. And it's draft number 5, Gatecrash draft number 5. The problem was that I didn't notice 2 other Demir drafters on the table. So we were actually fighting over Demir. How weird is that? And I think I could have gone Boros. So check it out, Gatecrash draft number 5. And all our permanents is going to our hand. That was a small fisher. It didn't even get on my land. I suppose Bodyguard is quite critical here to keep getting lives. So I will play Soul's Attendant and Bodyguard next turn if it's my turn. And it's my turn and I get to play 3 guys. So I will start with playing Bodyguard. And Warden. And that means I have to not F6. And I'm at 67. He has 23 cards left in his deck. Is there any mill-like effects in white? Probably not. And here they come for some... Ooh, that's a lone missionary. I can kill that guy. So do I kill the lone missionary? Maybe I do. Let's try that. Okay. Let's gain some life. Bodyguard. When in doubt, gain some life. Skyfisher. I'm skyfishing a land. Now I actually have some sort of defense as well. And I can't F6, but I'm way ahead of you on time, Arnauc. And that's not strange. So, what fun. So he's digging deeper into his deck. And now the risk of decking is bigger. I can actually block something. That's... I already said that, but I don't know what's... I can block the Muldrift, and of course Skyfish can block anything. He is just awesome. He just dominates the air going on Muldrift. Come on! You don't have anything. And I'm at 65 lives. He's at 18 cards. There is a snap happening with the mnemonic wall. So now we can use wall flicker to the end of his days. But that will give me some lives. I don't think I have reached 100 life points yet in a game. Not on video at least. So maybe this is the time. This is just the first game. We have 5 minutes more to play than in a tournament match, but if this was a tournament match, it might even be a realistic plan to stall out Familiar Storm. Oh, now you're digging really deep, sir. Where is the point where the Familiar Storm deck must stop drawing cards? I don't know. This is probably one of the weirdest matchup in the metagame right now. That is if Soul Sisters was a deck in the metagame. Which it is not, as nobody's playing it, besides me in weird videos. But maybe I can convince someone. I think this deck is well placed in the metagame, with an excellent matchup against aggro decks. It just laughs at goblins. It will win against Stompy unless Stompy has an early Shinin. And I think it has a great Cloudpost matchup as well, but I will learn more about Soul Sisters. And Stompy. Stat-wise, where is this game going? Now I'm starting to doubt his ability to kill me in time, especially with the Skyfisher. Of course he can Fisher everything I have and then swing for... Well, it's costing too much time as well. I'm starting to think that I will win this. I will win this match either on time or by him decking himself. There is a snap. I will protect myself against that. That was the whole reason I was not F6ing. Ha, snap fails. I think I got you now. You don't have any blue mana left either. Uh, he is in my time zone. He's actually in Sweden. So he also has 11 o'clock as his time. 9 cards. And here they come, the weenies. But this is a desperation attack. Is that the only Cloud Fairies? No, there are 2. So I will kill a Muldrifter because it feels good. Do I actually kill any of these? I don't think I have to. Okay, there might be a risk of aggression. Let's get some lives. And here's Loyal Cathar, and we are now at 73 lives. And he has 9 cards left in his deck. I will gain 1 life point and go to 73. I'm I'm saying that Familiar Storm takes a lot of practice. This is only a second match, so I understand why this is happening. Uh, I'm not sure exactly how many games I have with Familiar Storm, but I'm still doing a lot of mistakes as well playing it. So it's a tricky deck to play. I'm 5-2 with Soul Sisters, or 6-2 now, maybe 7-2. There's a ghostly flicker happening, and that will earn me some life points. I think he should concede and move on to the second game and try to win it quickly. But I think he has mentally given up. And even if it's hard for Familiar Storm to win 2 games quickly, it can be done. An early Muldrifter and then beating down. Maybe there's even a way to sideboard for it. But they should definitely quit now and try to win game 2 and 3. Because the clock is getting low, it's at 7:40 now. And this game is a lost cause. I might reach 100 points here. Arnauc, you gotta win! Magic is always about winning, says the Spike. Like I didn't do in my Two-Headed Giant series. When I presented the Spike deck, it was 15-1, and then I immediately lost in the game I videoed. So it's now 15-2. And winning into the Giants games is usually like stealing candy from children. But other spikes were there as well. We're now at 88 lives. Muldrifter, that's getting him closer to death. And there's another Muldrifter, and Muldrifter is not optional. I don't think I'll reach 100 lives. Or will I? He might be helping me doing just that. Before decking himself. I'm 91, so he only needs to play 3 more creatures. And that's quite likely. He now has an impressive air force. Temporal Fissure. Yeah. I think I'm gonna save the Sky Fissure. Right. Probably too early to do that. I should let him waste the target, of course. But now I can F6. So, we have Soul Sisters winning here against Familiar Storm again. And we did it by just gaining an enormous amount of lives and stalling. And this is actually a way you can win against Cloudpost, I think. I haven't played against Cloudpost yet. I have played against Cloudpost. I won once. I've done one match against Cloudpost 2-1 to Soul Sisters. A Muldrifter. I eat Muldrifters. And I'm not gonna reach 100 lives. I was at 91 and that will be the record for now. It's Soul Warden! Soul's Attendant! And together they form the Soul Sisters! And you know the drill? Always yes, always yield. Whenever you play this deck, you will have my voice in your head saying always yes, always yield. I like to picture it in the voice of the Mexican cleaning lady from American Dad. I can't do an impression of that, sorry. Well, this must have been a super entertaining video for you. There's an attack coming, but he has 3 cards left, so I'm not that afraid. And Skyfisher gets to eat another Muldrifter. That's not card economy, but it feels so rewarding to kill Muldrifters. Muldrifter, who figures in the 10 most likely Pauper cards to be banned. An article on MTGO Strat, 10 Pauper cards likely to be banned. Give it a read. It's on this channel as well. So we are getting some lives. We're getting back above 80 here, or higher than 80. And this deck, Soul Sister, is just so retarded. I love it. Just play, guys, gain life. Always yes, always yield. I feel I'm getting more and more stupid the longer this game goes. And he is committed to dying by decking, which is not very spiky of him. But it's more interesting. There's always something interesting with the thing happening for the first time. I don't have a bodyguard. So why am I not F6ing? Now I'm F6ing. He only has 4 minutes left on his clock. This first game is lost and he will probably now just concede the second game. So it's 2-0 again for Soul Sisters, going to 7-2. In practice matches we have won against White Weenie, Stompy, Ninja Teaching, Iset Post, Tortured Existence, who lost to Stompy and to Delverfiend, and I think Delverfiend is the worst matchup of all for Soul Sisters. And now we have 2 victors against Familiar Storm. It should be a problem matchup. Deluxeicoff specifically identified Temporal Fissure as a problem matchup. Hey, I'm getting new hope of going to 100 lives. Maybe I will. It's fantastic. I'm so happy. I've been talking for 59 minutes. You must be so tired of hearing my voice at this point. I'm so tired of seeing Cloud of Fairies untapping lands. And it's very possible that you won't have to do that after May, when Dragon's Maze comes around. 10 Pauper cards most likely to be banned in May 2013. Cloud of Fairies is on the list, as is Temporal Fissure. That's a new record. We are at 95 lives. I'm not telling him the 100 thing yet because I don't want him to help me reach 100, but now we have to reach 100. He only has 1 card left in his deck. He's fissuring the mnemonic wall. And the fissure will of course stop us from gaining life, so we will still gain life next turn. Maybe. If he doesn't draw himself to death now. Which is quite likely. He might even time out before he's decked. He only has 230 left. Haha, I gain a life. I'm at 96. And yes. Oh, his clock ticked up. Did you catch that? It was 217, 216, 217 again. That's weird. And now he's at 27. Snap. Hits mnemonic wall. And everything is good in Esperland. And I get a life. I'm at 97. Will I do it? At one point in this game, like 20 hours ago, I was beating him down and thinking I could get him to 0. No, not Soul's Attendant! And all my lands. So I've been Temporal Fissured. How many times? I have no idea. Maybe 6 times this game, and I'm still winning. There is no shuffle your graveyard into your library effect in Pauper, is there? I can't think of one straight up. If there was one, it should be in the sideboard of Temporal Fish deck, but maybe it would be a dead end because now I will never get to 100 lives. 97 became the record. Because you would still lose on time if you could get your graveyard back. Well, I play Soul Warden, and then I discard some plays, and maybe I get to swing. Where are my righteous charges? I haven't seen them for a long time. He now has 0 cards in his library. He has 44 seconds left there. Will he die by decking or by clock? The excitement builds up. I'm now at 91 lives. Aha, Suture Priest. That's a path to victory. And I end this game at 82. And I think this sideboarding exercise will be very academic. But the sideboard was Doom Traveler, and he concedes. Thanks, Arnauc, for being a part of that. That's a really, really boring game, yeah. It probably is a super boring matchup, really. But I didn't know that before the game, though I could have guessed it if I thought about it. And now we have the longest video so far, I think, on the channel. But thank you for watching Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Dan. I've been playing against Arnauc, and I played... what did I play? Soul Sisters against Familiar Storm. Thank you for watching.